Hello again. I talked about the Allure of the Void earlier, and it's kind of weird because I think we've built with the internet a kind of noisy void. It's that sensation of you can kind of see everything, maybe not everything, but a lot of things, anything that you could generally want. And it's this cacophonous mass of just noise, noise. There's so much noise that it's almost, it just drowns everything out. And in that aspect, it can be kind of a noisy void. It's kind of like if you were in an auditorium and everybody's talking, everyone's on their phones and everybody's talking, and there's just this constant combination of scrolling and hot takes on everything, and it's almost the same as a void, a true void, in the sense that there's just this mass of engagement and disengagement and umbrage and rage and everything like that. And even this channel that I'm doing here on YouTube, with barely any subscribers, I'm talking into the void, right? Whoever you are who's following me, you're in the void with me, in this Dave void. And it's incredibly alienating in a way, the whole social media landscape, because you'll see somebody who will go out there and they say, I like toothpaste, and they'll get 100,000 followers because they said they liked toothpaste. And you're thinking, yeah, okay, great. Or somebody who is eating, a burrito, and they get 200,000 views or follows or comments because they're eating a burrito. And it's kind of like, oh, wow, that's really amazing. Never saw that before. Or the obligatory, almost a cliche anymore, like, oh, a cute cat video. I mean, I love cats. Cats are great. The universe, some alien species will look at us, and look at our radio waves and such, and they're going to go, wow, these people really liked these animals. They really liked those animals. And we do, sure. But that sense of the noisy void I played with in my novel, The Cursed Earth, which is also a cosmic horror tale. I call it cosmic folk horror because it's at the heart, it's a folk horror story, and I'll talk more about it on its own merits. I'm just tying it into the cosmic horror discussion. But I call it cosmic folk horror because it's a folk horror story, but it's got cosmic underpinnings, cosmic elements that develop in the story, and I'm not going to reveal those for the sake of spoilers and such. But that it's probably my favorite in terms of things that I've written over the years. Came out in 22, I think, and it taps into that noisy void idea of just people they're going to this festival in this fictional town in Pennsylvania called Lynchburg, and they have an annual fungus festival, which is again a trade festival tied to their fungus industry, mushroom industry that they have. And there's a lot of activity in the book. A lot of different groups come together. You've got some gangsters, you've got some corporate spies, you've got some party goers, you've got a cult, you've got a coven. You've got these there's other things which I won't reveal. There's a killer clown in there, and there's a lot of activity and a lot of noise, but there's also this sense of a void, and which is why I included in the folk horror and cosmic horror discussion, because there's a sense of wrongness amidst all of that activity, and I think there's room to explore that further in stories. This noisy void that we are all surrounded with, where people can feel very isolated and alone despite being hyperconnected, or maybe even because they're hyperconnected, because they're not getting authentic interpersonal human relations. They are dealing with these avatars and these simulations and such of of human interaction without the actual substance of it that we've had for, our from prehistory to now. We've had that. So I think there'll be more to explore in terms of the noisy void. But anyway, the cursed earth, it's worth exploring. And like I said, I'll talk more about it in a future post.